This is Lieutenant Shinuski. I'm going to record this video just to give a reminder on how to write a professional email within CAP. Just because this is a class on how to write an email within CAP doesn't mean that it is only used within CAP. You can use this whether you're at school, at work, asking for a reference for a job, or really anything. So a professional email really starts with, it has a couple main uh, points. So first you're gonna have this to section here. That's who you want the information to be directed at. The CC here is um, someone you're sending the email to, but the information isn't necessarily directed at them. You just want them to have a record of having it. The subject line is what you're going to be talking about within your email. The part right here, this is going to be the body of your email. So what you're talking about, as well as a greeting and a kind of goodbye, as well as your name. So to start it off, I'm going to write an email about next week's meeting. So I'll say that I want to send it to Lieutenant Han because he's our cadet commander, and he's directly above me in terms of the chain of command, and then also First Sergeant Elwood because she is directly below me in the chain of command. Also, I'm going to send it to our one of the deputy commander of cadets, and that's going to be Lieutenant Elwood. You're always going to want at least two people in when you're sending an email for cadet protection reasons. So you'll see that I have three here. It can either be two people in this to line, or it could be one person in the to line and one person in the CC line. As long as there's at least two people that you're sending it to, you'll be just fine. Moving on, we're going to go to the subject. So I'm going to talk about next week's meeting, which is 20 July. So since I'm talking about the next week's meeting, I'm going to say 20 July meeting so that people know exactly what I'm talking about so they don't have to look for it within the body of the email. So now we're moving on to the body of the email. So first, you're going to want to say hello or acknowledge that you're talking to the people that you're talking to. So I'll say, good evening, Lieutenant Han and First Sergeant Elwood, and then a comma. And then you're going to hit return or enter twice. And now you're at the body of your email. So this is what you're going to be talking about, what you want, the information that you want to be given to the people that you're sending it to. So in here, I'm just going to say that everything is all set for the meeting next week. And if they have any questions, feel free to email me. So I'm going to say everything for next week's meeting is set up. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me, period. And then maybe I have a question for them as well. So I'll say for the 27 July meeting, we have to fill about 30 minutes and then period. Could either of you come up with a class to fill that time? Question mark. And then once I have all that done, enter or return twice, and I'll say thanks, and then my name. All right. So now you see these red lines under some of these words and phrases. So that's just an extension that I have on my computer that tells me when things are misspelled or are a little clunky within my email. So you'll see that weeks here needs an apostrophe, so that'll change. That needed a comma, and this is spelled wrong, so those are all going to change. So, like I said, you're going to have, well, this is uh, an email that would totally suffice in terms of professionalism and politeness and everything in between that. So you have your two people that you're sending it to. It can be more than two. You could direct it towards only one person as long as you have another person that you're sending it to in the CC area. Remember, you always need at least two people that you're sending it to. It can be more than that, but never less. You have the um, subject line, which you're talking about, which technically I should change um, to 20 July meeting and class for 27 July. So now that is exactly what I'm talking about within my email. And then I have the address of who, or I'm addressing the people that I'm sending it to. Lieutenant Hahn, First Sergeant Elwood. You're going to want to do that whenever you're talking to anybody on staff or a senior member. So you want to address them by their proper title, or um, in this case, Lieutenant Hahn. Since he's an officer, you're going to call him Lieutenant or Sir. And then First Sergeant Elwood has a staff position, so you'll call her First Sergeant. And then if I was talking to a senior member, you would use Sir or Ma'am. And then obviously I have a time in there. Whenever you're sending your email, you're going to use the appropriate time. And then I have the body of my email, which is correctly capitalized and also punctuated. And then I have a little kind of a goodbye saying thanks for reading the email, and then my name so that nobody's confused on who's sending it. So that is how to write a professional email within CAP. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me, hopefully using this same format, and I will see you at the next meeting.